Hi, I'm Julius Evans. I'm your occupational therapist. Are you familiar with what that is?
Yeah, I just went to one last week.
All right, great. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay.
Good, good. So I understand that you're concerned about your risk of falls.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear. So we'll complete the survey of activities and fear of falling in the elderly assessment, also known as SAFFE.
Okay.
This assessment was created in response to the increasing rate of fear of falling and evaluates the role of fear of falling in activity restriction.
All right.
So I'll ask you several questions on 11 items that represent daily activities, mobility, or social activities that you may or may not participate in. If I ask you about an activity that you don't perform, just tell me.
All right. Can I say I just don't perform?
Don't give me hypothetical responses.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The purpose of this is to see the impact of the fear of falling that has on your everyday life and how it impacts your activity restriction and well-being.
Okay.
Okay, so first question. Do you currently go to the store?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
great.
like grocery shopping.
You do?
Mhm.
Everybody does.
Yeah. Well, not my husband.
Oh, really? You gotta
Yeah.
get them on that.
Oh, I know.
So compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you went to the store more than you used to, about the same, or less than you used to?
I would say less than I used to because I'm just a little worried about getting there and falling, and it's a whole hassle to get to the grocery store.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
So second question, do you prepare simple meals?
Yeah. Simple. Very simple.
What's your
Not like I
favorite?
used
What's
to.
your favorite meals you like to make?
Putting me on the spot now, but I like to make salmon.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
So when you are preparing salmon, are you very worried, somewhat worried, a little worried, or not at all worried when you're making your simple meals?
Yeah. A little worried just about opening the oven and tripping over anything on the floor or, burning myself
Okay.
just because I feel like I'm so frail nowadays.
So compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you are more used to preparing the simple meals, about the same, or less than you used to?
I would say less than I'm used to just because I do it less often.
Okay. All right, so the third question, do you currently take a tub bath?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. When you are taking your bath, how worried are you that you might fall?
Very worried. Mostly getting in and out.
They do have tub benches I could order for you as well.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you're more than used to it, about the same, or less than used to?
I mean, I take a bath and the same that I did 5 years ago. So about the same.
Do you currently get out of bed?
Yes.
Okay. When you get out of bed, how worried are you that you might fall?
Pretty worried.
Compared to 5 years ago, would you say that getting out of bed, you're more used to it now, about the same, less than used to?
Well, I'm less comfortable than I was 5 years ago, but I mean it's about the same.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
Next question. Do you currently take a walk for exercise?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Do you not take a walk for exercise because you're scared that you might fall?
Yeah.
Well, compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you took a walk for exercise?
Yeah, I used to go every morning.
Do you currently go out when it's slippery outside?
I mean, I don't if I have an option not to, but I feel like sometimes I just have to go bring the garbage out or, something like that.
So you're not worried about going out when it's slippery?
Oh, I'm extremely worried about it, but, gotta do it. Have to do it.
Compared to 5 years ago, would you say that going out when it's slippery, you did it more often, about the same, less?
More often, yeah.
Do you currently visit a friend or relative?
Yeah. Grandchildren, everyone.
When you visit them, how worried are you that you might fall?
somewhat worried.
Somewhat.
Mhm.
Compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you did it about the same amount?
Well, I definitely do it less than I used to because they come to me because I just, again, with like grocery shopping, it's just a hassle. And I'm worried about falling and walking to the car and all these other
Yeah,
aspects
that's
of
understandable.
it.
Do you currently reach for something over your head?
Yeah.
When you do reach for something, are you worried about that you might fall?
Not usually.
Compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you reach for something over your head more than you used to, about the same, or less than you used to?
Well, really less because we moved everything down.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
Do you currently go to a place with crowds?
The grocery shopping's pretty crowded.
Yeah, especially on a Saturday.
Yeah.
When you do go to places with crowds, how worried are you that you might fall?
Extremely worried. You know, people nowadays, they just shove you.
Especially for that last watermelon.
Uh-huh.
Compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you went to crowded areas more than you used to, about the same, less than you used to?
Less than I used to. I try to avoid crowded places.
Do you currently walk several blocks outside?
Sometimes, but very rarely. Just to the car and back to the house.
Are you worried you might fall when you walk around the block?
Yeah, and they don't fix the sidewalks, so there's always bumps and
Especially in
cracks.
DC.
Yeah.
Compared to 5 years ago, would you say that you walk the block more often, less than you used to, or about the same?
Less.
Do you currently bend down to get something?
Yep. I drop things all the time.
Are you worried you might fall when you bend down?
Oh yeah.
Compared to 5 years ago, did you do it more often?
I mean, I try not to drop stuff, so I don't know if it's, I would say about the same.
Okay, that completes the assessment. So I'll just look at your results.
Well, that was pretty comprehensive. I feel like you got a lot of parts of my life.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, that's why I really like this test. It's a great way of seeing what activities that you normally do, how mobile you are, and your social activities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely asked me those questions.
Okay, so it looks like your average score is about a 3. So that tells me you're pretty worried, or very worried about falling, or the risk of falling.
Yeah.
So you think that's an accurate assessment?
Oh yeah.
Okay. As your OT, this information is really helpful to and guidance to help reduce your fear of falling and being able to comfortably return to your activities that you normally partake in. And that's it.
That's great. Thank you so much.